wunderbarer Mann.
Would describe your music to someone who's never ever heard you play, how would you describe it?
It depends on who they are and what they want to hear. Guitar and drums and vocals. I don't know. How would you describe it? Generally call it turbo folk music.
Turbo folk music.
But we don't. It's kind of just a cheap way of finding something to call it, because I always find that it's incredibly difficult and mind-melting to try to always think of a name, you know, for the kind of music that we play.
What does the name Vialka mean?
It doesn't really mean anything. It's a small village in the middle of nowhere in Russia. But it's kind of like, it means violet, like the flower.
It means, I didn't understand.
Violet, like the
violet,
flower.
alright. Mm-hmm. So why did you choose that name?
Because we like the sound of it.
Did you choose it?
No, we chose it.
Together?
No, he chose it.
He chose it. Okay.
He chose it. And I agreed.
You agreed?
We passed it by the committee and it passed.
Yeah. There is a song about it on our last album.
Mm-hmm. How did you get to Popfakes Festival? How did you end up here?
By train.
By train? Why?
We know Wolfgang for a long time now. He organized tours for bands that we are friends with.
Mm-hmm. But you've never worked with Wolfgang before?
Oh yeah, sure.
We did.
Yeah.
We played here a few times before, and also in Vienna a few times.
You have a very nomadic lifestyle. How much time a year do you spend on tour?
At least 6 months.
At least 6 months.
The last 2 years we were on the road for 9 months.
Wow.
And this year we had a baby, so it's been quite less.
What's it like being on tour with a baby?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah. It takes all the energy you have.
So what does a typical day look like for you on tour with the baby?
We usually sleep for about 3 hours.
Okay, oh my god.
Mary Lee sleeps for about 30 minutes. And we get up, we usually try to give the baby a bath, eat breakfast, and we get in the train. We stay in the train all day. We arrive somewhere and
sound check,
eat, play.
Try to find what we need. Baby food, diapers.
Okay. I read that you don't use electrical appliances.
This is not necessarily true.
Okay.
Eric is a funny guy.
Why?
Because he likes writing bullshit about himself on the internet.
Okay, so I read that bullshit and believed it. No, because I was wondering about it. I read it and I thought, how are they gonna manage that if they're on tour all the time? How can they, like, do you sleep in the hotel and you don't turn the lights on?
Could be. Could try that tonight.
Okay. It's probably one of his fantasy to be a hippie.
Can you live off your music?
We survive from our music.
Okay, that's your main job. Your music is your main job.
Yeah. The funny thing about that, though, is that it means that we spend maybe a couple hours a day playing music at best. but most of the time is spent organizing and doing paperwork and trying to find concerts and working on things that seem more or less totally unrelated to anything that has to do with music.
Would you like to spend more time with your music?
Yeah. More time doing music and less time doing things that seem to be more like business than music.
Thank you ever so much for the interview.
Thank you.
It was very nice hearing you play. It was very nice talking to you. And have a good night without the light on and your baby.
Thank you for welcoming us in your nice elevator.
It's it's a privilege. You know, to play.
I like the ceiling. Your stars are round.
I know, I was looking at it.
And it's also nice and messy by now because we've been smoking in the elevator all afternoon. That's nice. I like my lift. Okay, we will try to get out now. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you. Oh.